Yo, what is going guys? Welcome back to another AB video, and today we're going to be showing you guys the highlights from the semifinals as well as the quarterfinals from the last few rounds in this tournament. So it's going to be from the past two rounds, and we're going to show you guys every single one of the matchups just like we did with the last video for the first round. So it's going to be really epic. We've got so many matchups, and we'll show you guys every single one of the highlights, and we'll just give a brief summary of the bracket after we go through with that. So with that being said, if you guys haven't seen the first round video, make sure you go see that because it is very similar to this one, but you guys can see even more people play. But with that being said, let's jump right into the quarterfinals. And guys, like I mentioned, if you're confused at this point, make sure you go ahead and watch the last episode so you know exactly what is going on. But we do have the quarterfinals here and the four matchups that we're going to be looking at because it is a quarterfinal match or matchups. And we've got GameCube Dude versus Panga, Captain versus Shadow, Gummy Bear versus Azure, and Adam versus Mercury. You guys saw all of the matchups in the last video, I think. So now we're going to be continuing on with the bracket and showing you guys all of those matchups. Oh, and guys, I didn't put the brawlers up because we're gonna have it be kind of like a surprise, and you guys will see all of the matchups when we move into the highlights for the semis and the quarters. So yeah, let's take a look at the first matchup. So guys, taking a look at the first matchup, we've got Panga versus GameCube Dude, and this one was pretty interesting, to be honest. I really thought Panga was gonna end up winning this. I'm kind of biased, I'm sorry Cube, but I was kind of biased, but Cube actually ended up taking this set 2-1, I believe, and they are on Brock. They've got the Incendiary, and this one was a very close one. I think that they both played extremely well, and to be honest, it could have went either way. They both had a bunch of kills. And Panga and Cube had some really good plays, but Cube ultimately is going to end up being the winner. And you guys can see that Cube, he's very underrated. I would say he's to be honest, he's one of the best players in the tournament. I'm just going to say that he was very underrated, and I think he definitely could have went further, and you guys will see in the upcoming matches. But you guys can see that Cube is able to apply a bunch of pressure on Panga, and he's able to get way more kills, or kind of way more kills, but it was close in the end. And GameCube Dude is going to end up moving on to the semifinals, and we'll see him up against the other three people that are going to be advancing in the next little bit. Coming in for our second matchup, guys, we have Gummy Bear, aka Ryan, and he's going to be facing off against Azure with the B pick. It was pretty surprising, to be honest. They chose to go with Honeycoat instead of Extra B load, which I didn't think they would do that. B is normally Extra B load. You normally want to be using Extra B load when you're doing a 1v1, but they chose to use Honeycoat, and this one was kind of close. I don't know, but Ryan was able to pick up the dub on this one. I believe he went 2-0 against Azure, so good fight by Azure, and Azure was able to pick up some pretty nice kills, to be honest. He did use his super really well, I think, and he ended up auto-aiming a few times, which costed him quite a interesting outcome. But yeah, Ryan is, or Gummy Bear, however you want to say him, he is going to be moving on to the second, or not the second, but the semifinals in this next round, which we will see upcoming in a few little minutes. But let's take a look at the next match. Taking a look at the next matchup, guys, this was honestly the closest matchup that we could have asked for. We have the two highest trophy players in this tournament and the two highest skilled players, in my opinion. I don't know if that's true, but in my opinion, I think one of them had they definitely had the best chance of winning, and that is going to be Adam and Mercury on Cult. They started off by tying about 4 times, guys. They tied about 4 times, and then it decided that we're gonna have to switch things up. We're gonna have to swap the star power, and then that enabled Adam to finally take the set against Mercury. He got the set 2-0, but this was super close. I honestly did not know who was going to win. They both played phenomenally, and it just turned out that Mercury didn't have the advantage with the other star power, but it was very even when they chose the rain star power. I don't know what it's called, but Slick Boots, definitely Adam had the win with that, and Adam is going to be moving on to the semifinals against one of the other players. And guys, for our very last matchup for the quarterfinals, we've got Shadow versus Lil CTO, and this one was also a very close one because I know that Captain CTO or Lil CTO, they both and Shadow, they both are very, very good on Cult, to be honest. I've seen them both play, and I really did not know who was going to end up winning. So yeah, you guys can see they are actually running the Slick Boots because I learned my lesson. I didn't want them to tie like 5 times, so we ended up going with Slick Boots instead of the range. And yeah, Shadow is actually going to be the winner of this, guys. I believe he won 2 matches to 1. I could be mistaken, but I think it is 2 matches to 1. And yeah, Shadow did a really good job at getting kills. CTO, he got quite a few kills as well, but Shadow in the end is going to be moving on to the semifinals with Adam, Gummy Bear, aka Ryan, as well as GameCube Dude. So really good fight by CTO, but Shadow is going to be moving on, and we'll see that matchup we'll see all the matchups right now. Alrighty guys, so for the semifinals we do have 2 matchups. First off, we've got GameCube Dude versus Shadow 27, and then moving along with that, we do have Gummy Bear versus Adam. And I believe this was a all Cult round. I think we made them play Cult. I'm pretty sure we did, because we don't want them to have the option. We just wanted them to have a solid, good 1v1 brawler to see who really had the most skill. So we're gonna see both of these sets in a few minutes here, but I did just want to mention that all of them played extremely well, and they did a really good job of coming this far, guys. But this is going to be the last two sets for the day. So without further ado, let's take a look at them. Alright guys, so the first set that we're going to be taking a look is Shadow versus GameCube Dude, and up to this point both of these players have come a long way. They've both played very well. They've kind of dominated their enemies, I would say, but not really dominated, but they both played extremely well, and I personally thought that GameCube Dude would actually have this in the bag, but Shadow, he also played very well, so I wasn't entirely sure, but we did end up seeing Shadow come in with the sweep, surprisingly, with the best of 3. He ended up getting both games right away. I'm not sure if they tied. They possibly could have tied it. I remember that one team tied aside from in the semis, but yeah, looks like Shadow is going to be taking home the 2-0 lead, and guys, he's gonna be going into the finals against one of the players from the other set, and they're gonna be battling off for the cash prize. So yeah, that is pretty exciting, and good luck to Shadow when he's going into the finals, and we'll see who he's fighting with in just a moment here. But yeah, now that you guys know Shadow won, let's take a look at the Adam versus Ryan matchup. And guys, moving on to the last set of the day, we're going to be having Adam versus Ryan in this set, and this one was a very interesting one as well. I believe Ryan did end up falling to Adam, but Ryan is a very good player. He got quite a few kills on Adam, and Adam has had a tough set, to be honest. He's faced probably three of the better players in the tournament, well, 3 of the highest trophy players in the tournament, so he's had a tough set and tough journey to get to where he is, but he does deserve it, and he's going to be picking up the 2-0 sweep on Ryan. Ryan did put up a hard fight, and his Wi-Fi died multiple times, but nevertheless, Adam is going to be picking up the win against Ryan. So GG to Adam, and we're going to be seeing him as well as Shadow in the finals in the next video, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. And you guys can see that Adam is a very skilled player, and I'm very excited to see who is going to end up winning. But with that being said, let's take a look at the final brackets for today. Alright guys, so that is going to be all of the matches, and as you guys can see, we have the updated bracket, and ultimately Adam and Shadow 27 are going to be moving on to the finals, and then the winner of that is going to be getting that sweet cash prize so that they can spend it on gems, skins, whatever they want. And yeah, that is going to be all the matches. As you guys can see, a bunch of people came out from the community, and to be honest, it is amazing just to see everyone participate and everyone play in all of these matches. So thank you if you participated, and I'm sad to say that you guys are going to be having to go home with empty-handed, but yeah, that is going to be the matches. Let's head into the outro so we can wrap up the video, and hopefully we'll be able to see Adam and Shadow in the next video with the whole matches, and I can commentate on every single one of their plays. So yeah, let's jump into the outro. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up the video. I do hope you enjoyed every single one of the highlights, and we are going to be seeing Adam as well as Shadow in the final video for this tournament series, and that'll be upcoming in a few days. I'm going to have to edit all the matches and all that stuff, so I'm going to try to put it all in a video. Maybe it'll probably be a shorter video, but we'll definitely try to show every single one of the matches if I have them. I don't know if I have them all, but yeah, it's going to be really great, and stay tuned for that. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, stay ricey. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.